Hey, what is up, guys? I'm just going to get up the group here quickly, make sure all the live is going and working well inside of the group. Okay, let's just have a look. You have to bear with us, guys, just working on this new software that we've got, so just making sure that it's working all fine. There we go, beautiful. Okay, we are live. Okay, guys, awesome. Welcome everybody to the Camosi Facebook Live, where today we're going to be giving away the first of 10 copies of the Messenger Bots Accelerator. So today we're giving away 3 copies at the end, and during the Facebook Live, we're going to be giving away loads of information about Messenger Bots, basically explaining to you what they're all about, why you should be in this space at the minute, and giving you some examples and some really awesome content for you guys to take away and implement from today. So, okay, we've got 6 people watching so far. I will be watching the comments on, I've got a couple of windows open so I can see the comments from everybody. So, hello, Michael. Hello, Lisi. I think that's how you pronounce your name, Lisi. And awesome. We'll just wait for a few people to come in. Click to enlarge, and I will just... Cool. Okay, I can see my comments from there. All right, guys. So, drop me a couple of comments in the live right now, and just let me know if you're brand new to marketing, Messenger Bots, Facebook Messenger, Facebook ads, things like that, or if you've been in the space already, and just let me know what you guys are up to while we get a few viewers in. So we're at 7 people at the minute. This Facebook Live is going to roughly be around an hour. We'll make sure that we get as much content as possible in that hour, and then get ready for the awesome live giveaway that we're going to give away at the end. So we got awesome, Lisa. That's cool. I'm glad I pronounced it right. Hey, Felix, how you doing, my friend? Hey, Seth. Nice to see you all in here. Okay, wicked. Awesome. New to Messenger Bots, looking forward to learning. Well, that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We've got plenty of content we're going to be getting through. So I'll just give you a quick, while we wait for a couple more people, we'll wait till about 15, just to give you a quick overview. Basically what it is Camosi is a marketing agency. We're based here in Ireland, and we work on 3 main topics of marketing, helping businesses around the world. We work on Facebook Messenger Bots, Facebook ads, and e-commerce. We've had great success with all of these. And, today we're going to be focused on Facebook Messenger Bots, which is my little area that I like to focus on. All right, guys, so what we're going to do right now is I am going to have a look at this software that we're using and make sure I get this right. So I'm going to bring this into the broadcast here. Okay, so and then we'll flip that around. Awesome. Right, okay. Make this full screen. Okay. Preferably... Okay, guys, what I will do, there we go, beautiful. So just so I can stay with the comments on the left-hand side, I'll bring it up nice and big right there. Okay, guys, so here's our big welcome. First of all, we're going to be going through a little bit about myself, a little bit about Messenger Bots, and then we're going to later on get into the learning content, where we're going to show you 3 main things, and I'm going to give you a really nice overview of what it is all about. All right, guys, so hey, Michael again. Hey, Christian, how you doing? Great to see you in here. All right, awesome. Okay, let's get started. So, as we are going through, I'll actually have to change the view here. Okay, guys, so to begin with, make sure you grab yourselves a pen and paper for the Q&A at the end. That's a little hint. So make sure you've got a pen and paper, take some notes as we're going down, bits of information. You might hear some really important bits that I call out, and it's important that you make sure you make a note of those. They'll be important at the end of the live. All right, so today's live training. In this live training, we're going to go over a few important things, and it's going to be how you can acquire high-paying clients using Facebook Messenger Bots. So as you can see here, we've got a few different invoices from clients we've got. We've got we've got 5,000 euro here, 7,000 euro, 10,000, which was a really big client that it was amazing when we got that one. And the goal for today is to help you understand how to use Facebook Messenger bots and how to acquire high-paying clients as well. So, of course, when we do the live giveaway of the course at the end, that's going to be a really in-depth course on how you can do this, and it's going to be really, really awesome. So good luck to everybody who is going to possibly win that. All right, so what I will say is just give me a quick one in the chat or anything like that. Just let me know that you can see all the screens okay, you can hear me fine. I'll just wait for a couple of those just to make sure. I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Just wait for them to come through. Awesome. Hey, Ben. Michael, there's a 1. Beautiful. Brian, hey, how you doing? Okay. Felix, awesome. All right, that's great. Okay, guys, so here's what we're going to cover today. What we're going to cover is we're going to go over why Facebook Messenger is the biggest opportunity right now. We're going to go over how you can acquire clients for $1,000 to $10,000 using Facebook Messenger clients. We're going to show you how to get brand new clients through Facebook Messenger. And we're also going to show you how to acquire these clients using Facebook ads and campaigns. And again, at the end of the webinar, we'll do a little live Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, we'll make sure to sort of highlight those, and then we'll get through those at the end. All right, so the most important thing you guys have to understand is you don't need any skills or past experience in marketing. You can be brand new. You don't have to have any degrees or super technical knowledge on any of this stuff to know how to do them. You know, I've come from a background that isn't such in marketing. I've been in it for a little while now, but you know, you don't have to worry about any of that, and you can get started today. So again, here, you don't need a degree, you don't need any experience, and you don't have a business. But if there is anybody in here who does, that's absolutely fine, because this is all relative to you. You'll be able to implement it into your business and use it from today. Okay, so today's training is, of course, the real deal. The strategies and the methods that we're going to discover today are the exact same strategies that I personally use to gain clients up to $10,000 per month. And what I did was, when I was helping these clients, I helped them to bring in more leads, more customers, more smoother processes, anything that was going to benefit them. The ability that you can actually do with Facebook Messenger is really, really good. So there's loads of different ways you can implement it, loads of different uses, and we're going to get into those a little bit later on. So in the beginning, I worked in a factory that was just terrible. I worked in a factory building engines. And, you know, as you can imagine, it was a pretty degrading job. It wasn't that great. And then I went from being in a position where I could help other people to expand and change their lives, which, you know, for me has been one of the most amazing things and aspects that marketing as a whole has allowed me to do. And as you can see, the opportunity today, right now, is amazing. So everybody's heard of, you know, the whole cryptocurrency. Everyone heard of email in the past and when everything was coming up. And what it was, you know, when these big things start to come out, everyone gets super excited about them. Everyone, you know, the people who catch the wave in the beginning are the ones that have huge success later on. And that's exactly what this is right now. Facebook Messenger bots it's literally, it hasn't even taken off on the wave. It's just about to get started. And that's exactly why it's amazing that all of you guys are here today, because you're in the prime opportunity to make the most of this. So not only that, but becoming successful inside of marketing and using Facebook Messenger bots has allowed me to totally revolutionize my life. I've been able to travel the world, do whatever I wanted, live life on my terms. And really, that's what we all want. You know, we all want something that we can do that not only gives us fulfillment, but also gives us the freedom to do whatever we want. And it's a really common understanding. The internet's changing our lives. You know, it's very obvious as we're going through life, and we come across all these different things. You see all these things on Facebook and stuff on YouTube, all these brand new technologies coming out that are totally revolutionizing the way that we live our lives. You know, we've now got things where soon we're going to have robotic cars that bring your food to your door. You're eventually going to see drones delivering parcels to people around the world. Things are really getting awesome. And that's exactly why this space is such a great space to be in. So physical 9-to-5 jobs are becoming harder to get and non-existent. And people are worried about the future for the working class individual, mainly people who work in brick and mortar. With more and more businesses moving to the online world, more businesses are hiring people to help them do this transition into the online world. Businesses are looking more and more to outsource and automate their jobs via the internet, drastically changing their processes in order to do this. Now, here's something that I love. Do you remember these huge companies? Companies like Blockbuster, HMV, taxis. All of these businesses on the left are very similar to the ones that are on the right, like, things like Netflix, Spotify, and Uber. But the only difference is that Blockbuster no longer exists, HMV is struggling massively, and taxis are now being dominated by Uber because all of the businesses on the right are starting to build all of their processes through the internet, through things like Facebook, through apps, and all these different kinds of things. And one thing I will point out, guys, is obviously because I want to make sure I can see the comments, it's not in presentation mode, so that's obviously why the red X's are there. But it would have been really pretty if if we'd been in presentation mode. But it's like I say, all the businesses on the right they understood what was happening. They understood this transition that all businesses and people are going through. And that's exactly why they're dominating their markets right now. And you see, Blockbuster was an amazing business, but you see, because they didn't understand that they had to also grow with the times, they no longer exist. And that's why all of us, not just in business, have to grow with the times. So I'll just have a look at a few comments here to make sure how to get the free membership. Juryu, I hope I pronounced that right, my friend. It's going to be at the end of the webinar. So obviously we'll all look forward to that. We're going to make it a little bit fun. And we're going to go through that way. Okay, awesome, guys. So I'll just have a look. So we've got Sarah. Hey, Sarah. We've got Vishwanath. Again, I hope I pronounced that right, my friend. Hey. We've got Paul here. Hey, how you doing? And Derek. Fantastic. Right, it's great to have all you guys in here. So when we are going through our businesses, let's just come back to here. If you don't have a second stream of income and your job is working in the physical business, then you're indeed in danger. Because as you can see with all of the things that are going on, that as people are transitioning onto the online space, if we don't do this as well, there's a chance that, your boss might come up to you with some bad news with redundancy. You might get replaced by a robotic process or messenger bots. If you're in customer service and things like this, that's why it's really important that you're on this webinar today, because it's going to show you how you can get started in this space. And now you see the messenger bots opportunity is massive. There are 8 billion messages sent between businesses and people every single month with Facebook Messenger. That's just businesses and people. That's not just people as a whole. And there are 300,000 messenger bots. And also there are 60 million businesses on Facebook. So 60 million businesses have a Facebook page, but there are only 300,000 messenger bots. What does that mean? That means that then there is 99.5% of businesses that aren't using Facebook Messenger. So if you guys are wondering, how many people are doing this, how many businesses are already, killing it with this, how many businesses are doing this, 99.5% of businesses don't have it. And if that isn't a huge reason in order to, get into this and at least learn about this now, then I don't know what is. And here's a little hint. Make sure you write down 99.5%. That's for the end of the webinar. All right, guys, another statistic we've got here. In 2017, there was 1.2 billion active users on Facebook Messenger. That's 1.2 billion. I mean, even to fathom that is absolutely astounding. I mean, I'm not going to do the maths, but that's literally about a fifth of the world's population on Facebook Messenger. And that's why we rave about this so much, is because it's getting to the point where it's nuts. This is insane. So business has changed due to Facebook Messenger bots. Messenger bots allow you to totally change the way you engage with businesses. So you've got 7 easy steps, really. So you set up your Facebook page, you sign up with a Facebook Messenger bots platform, you create your first Messenger bot, people engage with your bot, they become your subscribers, then you can send content in hundreds of different ways. And also, you can do things like taking payments, delivering information, and you can transform a business's processes overnight, which is, for most businesses, when you approach them with these kind of statistics, you approach them with these facts, they are going to be really interested in what it is you have to offer. So, okay, I can see a few comments here. Yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know if we will have these slides ready, but we will be doing this training over the next 3 days. So if you did want to refresh your memory, get a few more notes down or ask in the group afterwards, you can do. And by all means, we'll give you the information and, we might make the slides available. We'll let you know at a later date. So now here are a few case studies. And as you can see, I've actually got some presenter notes and I will read these off because I just want to share with you some case studies that I found a few months ago from these businesses that have absolutely been destroying it. So I'm sure you all have heard of Tommy Hilfiger, right? Well, Tommy Hilfiger's Facebook Messenger bot was basically released during their fashion week in New York City. And what they found was that 87% of people came back to engage with their Facebook Messenger bot due to the experience they already had had. But that's not the best bit. They had 60,000 messages exchanged between their bot and these people within this week. Not only that, but they found that 3.5 times more was spent through their Facebook Messenger bot than any other of their digital channels. So you see, Facebook Messenger bots aren't just about improving processes or giving a cute little sequence or flows that people can go for a message. It actually allows you to increase your revenue using these Facebook Messenger bots and taking you through into a whole different world. So the next one I want to bring to your attention is Sephora. Now, I don't know if any of you guys actually know about Sephora, but basically it's, and if I'm not mistaken, it's more of a female focused brand around makeup and things like that. You can book in for makeovers and stuff, which is really cool. And Sephora did a very similar thing with their Facebook Messenger bot. And what they found was they had an 11% increase in their bookings just by using Facebook Messenger. And the reason for this was there was 5 fewer steps through the Facebook Messenger flow than there actually was through, their internet, their website, their flow that they had through their website, which is insane. If you think about that, when we're, going through, maybe you opting in for some certain things like you guys probably did to come and join the live today, when you were, signing up, when you go through, the less work you have to do, the better, because people want to, they want to have things fast. They want to have things up front and they want it to be easy. That's the way life is going. And they found they had an 11% increase in bookings. But not only that, they found that people who had booked through their messenger assistant actually spent around about $50 in their store. So they booked in for their makeover. They booked in to come in and have this makeover, and then they were spending their money in their store. And the reason for this, I mean, I would heavily argue most of the reason for this was because of the personal engagement they had. Not only was it easier, but it was done on a personal level. And they felt that the customer experience was a lot better than other, perhaps retro methods by going through the internet, going through this email side of things. So, you can see here the implications for those guys who, you were asking in the group, what can you do with messenger bots? There is an enormous amount of stuff you can do with messenger bots, which is really good. So bear with me a minute. Yeah, guys, so I can see there's a few messages coming in. Make sure you write them down on a bit of paper so that when we do come to the end, literally paste them in there. We'll answer any of those questions because, of course, we're going to get a little bit lost. We've got quite a few people joining in here today, so we want to make sure we get through all of those. Okay, guys, now the next one we've got is Snap Travel. Now, Snap Travel is, a little bit of a different business. Probably not everybody knows about it, but they found that through their Facebook Messenger bot, they had they had $1 million in hotel bookings in less than a year through their Facebook Messenger bot. $1 million. Now, to a multi-million-dollar company, that might be a little bit smaller. But if you think that if you're telling your potential clients about this, if you're going to businesses and showing them these statistics, what do you think they're going to be saying? They're going to be understanding that this has plenty of power, and that you guys can use it to revolutionize these businesses. Okay, now I'm going to quickly go through this one again because we're going to get to the training real soon. Now here we've got a few smaller businesses. So we've got Amtrak first. Now Amtrak found they had an 800% return on investment by using chatbots. So they had increased their bookings by 25%. And not only that, but they saved $1 million in customer service expenses in one single year. So not only have they actually changed their processes, but they've saved money on changing their customer service side of things, i.e. anybody who was in their customer service platform was replaced, which also cements the fact that if any of you guys are in customer service, this is something you've got to pay attention to. And they've been able to save loads of money doing it. And also they had over 5 million questions answered every year through their chatbots. And again, obviously on the final point, they have 30% more revenue generated through their chatbots, which of course is insane. You know, it's crazy. If you think about email in the past, which was a powerhouse, can you see where this is going now? And next we've got AnyMail Finder. Now, AnyMail Finder found that 1 in 3 buyers that use their chat system before making a big purchase, both two of those points are very similar, and 9 out of 10 big buyers use the chat system before making a purchase, which what that means is that anybody who, you know, was having a look and wanted to buy a high ticket item, perhaps it was $1,000, $2,000 for an enterprise package, was engaging with them to find out the information that they needed before making this decision. So not only is it, you know, increasing revenue and things like that, but it's allowing you to have this personal, fast messaging ability between your customers to, you know, get them to buy these high ticket items, which of course is really important. And next we've got RapidMiner. Now, RapidMiner found that they had generated 4,000 leads through their chatbot. And not only that, but they had 25% of their sales pipeline was through and influenced by chatbots. So again, that could be a similar statistic on, you know, they had a high ticket item and they had people messaging to do that. So, you know, don't take for gospel that it's 25% of exact pipeline, but you can see that it definitely helped. And without it, they may not have had that revenue. All right. Business is changing due to messenger bots. We've been covering that quite a bit. We can reach anyone, anywhere around the world with our services with Facebook ads and Messenger to get clients. Every day, people are able to start marketing agencies getting high-paying clients from home without any marketing or technical experience, staff, or a fancy office. So there is a misconception that people think you have to have this, you know, amazing office and you have to have all these people working for you and able to do this. You don't have to have any of that. You can get started with a laptop wherever you are. And you can start today with absolutely no upfront investment. And what we mean by that is, you know, ManyChat is free. You know, this training is free. We're doing the giveaway at the end. You don't have to spend a penny in order to get started today, which is awesome. Okay, the opportunity to start your Facebook Messenger business has never been better. So you're probably wondering, and here's where I'm going to go over a little bit about myself. And for any of you guys that are wondering why, it's because, you know, if I can give you my background, you'll understand that no matter where you come from, you can make it in this space. So who is James Malins and why should I listen to this guy? Well, I'm a seasoned messenger bots expert from Grantham in the United Kingdom. You can probably tell by the accent. And I'm a messenger bots expert at Comozy. So I came in and I joined Comozy. I took over that branch of marketing. And from there, I came in and I've been able to develop it and push it and gain clients to really take our business into the future and help other people do the same. And of course, as we mentioned, Comozy is a marketing agency. And again, I'm a mentor for multiple businesses' success. So you might have been wondering, well, if he's had all of this apparent success, he must have been an honor student. He must have gone to university. He must have all these incredible degrees and done amazing in school. Well, unfortunately, that's not the case. And I wasn't one of those students that enjoyed school so much, mainly because I didn't, you know, I'm sure that some people will agree that it wasn't something that really resonated with me. So I found it hard to concentrate and I was forever getting in trouble with my teachers, you know, for a lack of concentration and talking during class. And from school, you know, going into different jobs like retail, being in a gym and things like that, I ended up in a factory. And I ended up in a factory for a while. And let me tell you, if anybody's worked in a factory and if you're still working in, trust me, my heart goes out to you. And that's why I'm glad you're on this training today. You'll know that it isn't great. It's loud, it's dirty, it's messy. People aren't really too, you know, the managers who you work with, they're not really that, they don't care about their staff members as much. They're more focused on numbers and figures, and they really don't give you the time of day when you're working in this kind of a factory. And from there, I decided that I was fed up with having to be in that environment with everybody who was miserable, people that hated their job, they just couldn't wait to go home. And I decided to go off on my own and go off onto this journey by myself. And what I did was I actually, in the beginning, got into e-commerce and drop shipping, but I did it the wrong way. And when I did this drop shipping, I did it from Amazon to eBay in the United Kingdom. And in the beginning, it was great. So I was making sales through eBay and I was, getting paid from PayPal. And I was actually making quite a bit of money, enough to make me on a level of financially free. I could do what I want day in, day out. I was probably working just an hour a day, fulfilling orders once the products were on there. But the issue with that is that I overlooked a really important fact about business. I missed a tax and a VAT that was necessary in the United Kingdom for drop shipping. And what I did was I had to increase the prices on my products, which means nobody was buying from me anymore, which means my entire business model collapsed overnight. So I went from being able to be free and go and do what I want, having my car and everything, having my house, to pretty much having no money whatsoever. And, I was left with a dead-end job. I had a business that was failing. And I got to the point where I was £6,000 in debt because, I was trying to keep my business afloat. I was trying to figure things out. And no matter what I did, it just didn't work. And as you can imagine, it was horrible. I'm sure some people have been through a similar tough time. But, it is what it is. And that's why we're here today. I was alone. I had no one to guide me. I had no one to help me. I had no mentors. I was trying to do it by myself. And nobody understood me when I told them about my dreams. I said that I wanted to be financially free. I wanted to impact the world. I wanted to make more. I wanted to be in a better position in life so that I could help my future family. And nobody understood that I wanted to change my life situation. I felt alienated and depressed, which is an understatement, actually. But then something happened. And I stumbled across this article about a growing business model, which of course is messenger bots. And as we've been over briefly, the business model is basically where I approached businesses and I offered them a service to help them change what their business was doing. So I came in, I said, I could do this. What is your goals? What are you struggling with? What are your problems? And then I found a solution with Facebook Messenger bots for every single one of the problems they had. And what they did was they paid me money for that. So when I understood the concept of Facebook Messenger bots, I was so excited, and I spent the next month nonstop at my desk learning everything I could and trying and testing all of the different, ideas of messenger bots, like the flows, sequences, everything that we do. And I started testing the waters. So I was, testing, improving the concepts. If it was perhaps we were doing it for a different type of business, we're doing different things here and there. And I started to test these and found they were working, like building flows like this. And don't worry if it looks a little bit complicated. Trust me, it's not. And we're going to go over it in detail today. So as you can see, I was creating these small to large flows for myself, but then something amazing happened. And I bagged my first client, and which is amazing. So as you can see here, this is actually the first invoice that we ever got. And we, keeping my story there. What we did was, so I approached this business and we went to sit down, and I sat next to them and I was going through all the different processes that we do. I was showing them what, I could do for them. And I turned around and I said to them, what is one client worth for you? And luckily, one client for them was worth around 1,000 to 1,200. So as I was going through all these processes, talking about Facebook Messenger bots and showing them how it could revolutionize their business, similar to what you've seen today, when I turned around and I said to them, okay, my services are $2,000. They didn't even question it. Literally not at all. He sat in front of me, he said, okay, let's go, let's do it. And that for me was insane. So as you can imagine, when I was selling items through eBay, Amazon to eBay, and trying and making money that way, I was only taking a small amount of profit from the items I was selling. But all of a sudden, within about a 20 to 30 minute, coffee that I had with this business owner, I just closed a €2,000 client. And that was absolutely astounding for me. As you can imagine, I was super excited. I was really, really happy about that. And it was something that I never thought I'd be able to do. And not only that, but after 12 months of going from everything to nothing, over the period of leaving my job, having success with eBay, and then having everything collapse and being 6,000 in debt, I'd done something that I didn't think was possible. I'd started again. And 3 months into this business model, I'd already bagged my €10,000 client. which was amazing. So you see, as we were learning and growing and building on the processes we were doing for this client, I ended up being able to approach bigger clients with more businesses and more places around the country. And we were able to bag this client at €10,000. So I kept on putting myself in front of business owners, confident in the value that I was providing them. And with one business, I was able to revolutionize their business and sales. But I wanted to do more than just look after the clients and the businesses and help them with that. I wanted to help and inspire others to change their lives as well. Hence why we're doing this today, guys. I wanted to build a course that was going to help people to do the exact same thing. And all it is in the course is literally replicating exactly what I did to get to where I am today. And as you can see here, I was invited to talk at something called Project Inspire on the mindset needed to become successful. So, you know, I started to get recognized for my ability to persist through the difficult times and to get through the tough times to the point where, you know, it's now a lot better than it was. And you see, at the beginning, I thought that you had to be a particular type of person. Basically, I was naive. You know, I thought that when I left that job and I left all of the people behind, that, you know, there was something about me that must have been special, or there was something about me that must have made me able to do this, but it was absolutely wrong. And I can safely say that I was wrong. And it doesn't take any huge skills. It doesn't take any big knowledge in order to do this. I've seen people that have been able to do the exact same thing by taking these processes, putting it into their business and making money and being able to grow from what we're doing here. And you see, I quickly realized that anybody could learn these skills that I'd spent months perfecting. And all they needed was the correct guidance and mentorship. And you see, the beauty of it is all it takes is a little persistence and belief in yourself. So imagine how I'd felt after all of the trial and error of failing and spending money for nothing. And now I want you to imagine yourself, no matter where you are right now, no matter where you are in life, whether you're employed, self-employed, you have a business, you're trying to, you're trying to get into something different to revolutionize your life. I want you to imagine yourself in 12 months' time, like I did. And imagine yourself sat in a similar position where you can not only be financially free, but help others do the same. It's going to be an amazing feeling, and you know that. So I want you to make a decision today, no matter who wins the copies of the memberships, no matter whatever happens, that you guys are going to change your life. You're going to be active in the group, and you're going to be able to get yourself to a point where, you're helping yourself and helping your family, because it's important. It's important for me that you guys are able to know this. Because you see, one decision that I made, quitting my job and getting started in this space, took me from this factory to where I am today. So let's just go, before we're just about to get into the training really soon. So why agencies? Why should you build a messenger bots agency? Well, firstly, you can start immediately with just a phone and a laptop, literally as I've got today. I'm speaking to all of you guys through my laptop, got a little bit of music playing through my phone. All you need is a phone and a laptop, and I'm sure most of us have that, right? You don't need to build 5 years of goodwill and word of mouth or anything like that. You don't have to go around and go to these business meetings and stuff. You can just get started from your laptop today. And with clients, you have massive high profit margins. It's not like I said with my e-commerce business when I was doing from Amazon to eBay, when I was taking a small cut. You have enormous margins from day one. And that's the beauty of it. And on that, it's a massive confidence booster. I mean, think about it, right? Most people will probably look at me on this live right now and they'd probably think to themselves, well, Jesus, it's really, I don't know how you can do that, talk on a live and be so calm and casual. But the truth is that none of us start out like this. We progressively build ourselves to get there day in, day out. And that's why I'm here today. And you can get started today with absolutely any skill that you have. You don't have to know anything about coding. You don't have to know anything about websites or anything like that. I didn't know. I worked in an engine factory. I was building engines for cars. I didn't know anything about marketing, but I was able to find out. And again, you can work anywhere in the world from your own home. And even if you, had to go halfway across the country to a different country, you could still do your work there just by taking your laptop and having an internet connection. And marketing is a business you can really put your name to and be proud of. And the reason why I say that is because when you do something that you own, and when you can help other businesses to grow and expand, it actually gives you a really nice feeling. So it's not just about the money, although of course it's a big part of it. I'm not going to lie to you, but when you can help people to revolutionize their business and help them help other people, it is a lovely feeling, and it really changes the idea of your purpose in life. So it's a good thing to really note. So most people think that it takes loads of money to get started. That's wrong. They think that you have to have gone to business school. That's wrong. They think that you have to have a super technical coded website. That's also wrong. They think you need to have an office with loads of employees. You just need yourself. They think you need a fancy car and a suit to be considered. Also wrong. And they think that you have to have 15 years experience or a multiple years of experience in order to do this and understand it. All of this is wrong, guys. None of it's true. You see, the definition of having an agency is a business or organization providing a particular service on behalf of another business, person, or group. So you see, consulting is where you give advice. But when you're an agency, you're actually helping them. You're actually helping them to not only increase their business's revenue, the people who follow them, their brand, but you're helping them to engage and spread their message across the world. So, all right, guys, let's have a quick look. So, guys, give me a 1 in the chat. I just want to make sure that everyone's still following. You know, I don't want to be going too ahead for anybody. Just give me a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you guys are enjoying the content and that you're really resonating with what it is we're saying here. We're going to get into the training really, really soon. It's the next couple of slides. So, just wait for a couple of those 1s, guys. Beautiful. Daniel, Jeremy, Seth, Paul, fantastic. Thanks for that, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so let's carry on. And again, so you might be wondering why all of the stuff before was necessary. You know, the journey, where we've got, the clients who we've got, the business understanding and all of that. Well, not only are the statistics that I gave you important for when you approach businesses, but the story is important because when you think about it, and I'm sure, a couple of you guys might have. Okay, thanks for that, Seth. And so, guys, it's important that you understand the story, because when there might be times when it gets tough, or times where you're looking and you're thinking to yourself like, this is getting a bit harder. I mean, it's not going to have that because we're going to have the group, but you're going to be able to. Cool. You're going to be able to really find a difference in yourself when you understand what it takes to get to where you want to be. It's not an easy road, and I'm never going to, say that it is going to be that. But if you stay and if you actually help through, use the Camozzi Group as help, you can get there. So, right, let's have a look. Again, so we just mentioned that. Okay, here we go, right? So I'm sure you guys are excited to see this. I don't always like to use that word. A lot of marketers do, but we're going to get into it. So there are 3 things you need for your Messenger Bots agency. Make sure you got your pen and paper, guys. First of all, you need a step-by-step platform to build up all of your bots and house all the data and information you're going to keep for the businesses you're working for. Secondly, you need a niche and an offer to provide people with value. So when you're approaching the businesses, you want to be finding out what their problems are so that you can find the solutions to their problems. And number 3, you need a proven, repeatable process to attract and convert clients easily. So I'm about to show you how to get your first Facebook Messenger bot set up and started, how to use Facebook Messenger with the e-commerce niche by recovering more abandoned carts and other secret tips. So if we're talking about niches like hair salons and things like that, I'm going to show you how you can do it with e-commerce. And I'm going to show you how to acquire Facebook Messenger clients for 2K or more, running Facebook ads and Messenger campaigns by providing huge value. All right, first things first, building the bots. So has anybody in here heard of ManyChat? I noticed a few people were asking questions, do we use ManyChat? Well, here's the answer to that question. We've confirmed we do. So just let me know, guys, if you've heard of ManyChat. And while we're doing that, I will quickly, you've probably seen it in the background, actually. I just noticed that we got that there. So we'll come out of that, whoops, and we'll start on here. Right. As you can see here, this is a platform called ManyChat. Now, when you get started, I probably should have logged out, but we'll stay logged in for now. When you type in manychat.com, that will bring you to ManyChat, which what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to click get started or log in, something along those lines. And it'll bring you to this screen. Now, of course, you won't have any subscribers at the time, but you will be able to hook up your page up in the top left-hand corner here. I should have checked. Yep, you guys can see the screen all right. Fantastic. And what will happen is once you've hooked up your page, you're doing it through Facebook, your Facebook page as well, you'll come to this screen. Now, as you can see here, we can go through active subscribers, net subscribers. We've also got subscribers and unsubscribers, bit of a mouthful there. And you can see here that we've got people who have been joining the Camozy group and joining our subscriber list, and we've been able to engage with them that way. So what we're going to go over today, and now we did have somebody who asked about hair salons today, and I do apologize. I forgot who it was. I desperately tried to find the name, but I couldn't. So if you are in here, guys, then, if you are in here, drop me a message, and we're going to go through that today for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to flows. And inside of flows, we're going to come to unique flows. So inside of our unique flows, now this is the folder that we've created to house a couple of flows that we use as examples and things like that. As you can see, we've got a quiz flow. We've got flows to get reviews for your business, flows to get Wi-Fi codes. And it's important with the reviews that you understand it's not to post them, just for internal uses. And then here we've got hair salon examples. So somebody asked me today, that they're working with a hair salon. How can messenger bots be used for me? How can I use them? So I thought I'd put together a couple little flows that off the top of my head that I thought you could use with hair salons. So the first one here is, I'll just edit this as well. So as you can see here, we've got 3 messages. So we've got our starting step, we've got message number 2 and message number 3. So when you send this flow to somebody using a growth tool, which is just up in the left-hand corner there, just on the side, if you guys can see that. When you are sending them using growth tools, they eventually, your subscribers and the people who are a part of your business eventually come into here. So for example, let's say we use the messenger code growth tool. So if you guys haven't heard of that, I'll go over that in just a moment. I'll show you a couple of them. What happens is when somebody scans the Facebook Messenger code, it brings them into a flow, which will be this one that you see in front of you. Right here, we've got, hey, welcome to Frizz, the hair salon. We don't want to waste your mobile internet, so click on the button below and we'll give you the Wi-Fi code. So they click on the button, it brings them across, and we say, brilliant, the Wi-Fi code is blah, blah, blah. And then it waits for 3 seconds, and then what it does is it says, today, we are doing a 3 for 2 on all Frizz branded products. Just click on the button below and show your coupon when it comes to paying. And then here we've got 3 for 2. Actually, I'll have to change. That's my apologies. I should have changed that. 3 for 2 hair products. I had this on a different flow. 3 for 2 hair. We'll keep it that. It'd be too long. And then when they come over to, when this next message is sent to them, as you can see here, we've got 3 for 2 Frizz deal, got a couple of photos in there of potential people who, bought the products, and we've got available all day. So while they're sat in there in the hair salon, you can sell them while they're sat in there, but you're also giving the Wi-Fi code. So you're providing them with value, and then you're giving them another opportunity of value in order for them to engage with your brand and business and buy from you. So then as we come down here, this was a different idea I had. So with this idea, we've got, let's just say they've got a special week going on. They're doing interesting hairstyles and things like that. And by the way, I don't know if Nouveau is an actual thing. It might be French. I don't know. So I'm not a hair salon expert. So none of this is going to be accurate, but you can see where I'm going with it. In this message, we are having Fashion Nouveau week. And we want to share with you some amazing styles that we've been doing at a discount. Click on the button below to get started. So they click on the button to get started. It comes into here. And we have, below we have the 2018 Nouveau Hairstyle Awards. So it might be a hair salon that's doing this specific thing. And then we come down. And as you can see here, what this is a carousel. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but when you click on, when you've got this message up in front of you, you can swipe to the side. And as you swipe to the side, it'll show you different aspects. So we've got a few pictures in here. We can go across right here. We can see 1930s styles, 1940s showstopper styles. So depending on what exactly it is, you can have these different photos and different things in here to portray your brand to your people through Facebook Messenger. And let's just say we click on this button here, which is a link. So this button here is assigned to a URL. So what will happen is when they click see more on our site, on their mobile phone, it'll pop up and it'll have the URL in there, and they'll be able to see things that way. And in fact, you know what I'm going to... No, I won't actually, because I'll have to move the flow. But we'll show that at a different time. We'll do a video in the group afterwards for you guys in the next few days. And then they can go to the website. They can see more information about the hairstyle and more information about anything else they have on Fashion Nouveau Week. And of course, and again, you can add more in there. So I think we pretty much click done. We'll do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you can see, you can have up to 10 images and things inside this carousel, which is awesome, but we're not going to do that in a minute. And then when it comes down, so we wait 10 seconds, we give them an option to, have a look. We give them a chance to have a look through these. And then we say, if you'd like to get your hair done like this, then give us a call and book in your appointment. So you see, again, these flows are really kind of their double-edged sword. So what they're doing is they're providing value, they're providing content, and then once you've provided that and you've shown them, you've built their interest, you've built the content they can go through, you're then saying to them, schedule a call. So, and this is why I love this stuff, because it is awesome. It's amazing to build these, it's amazing to go through, and it's amazing to see the results. So what you got here, and then what people are going to do is they're going to call up and they're going to say, okay, hey, and don't forget that in the beginning, we said that there is a couple of discounts, so that, discounted rates and things like that. And that's the beauty of it. So when you've got this, so you've planted the seed and now you've given them the option to call the business, which is really good. And yeah, so as you can see here, when you're doing these flows and doing these messages and building them out, there are loads of different things you do. This is just to name a couple, there's hundreds of different methods. And what I'll quickly do so you guys fully understand. So let's just say we're starting from scratch. Okay. So we're going to click on here, double click. And then what you do is you click send message. Now, this is the starting message, and I'm going to come up. So you see the green little tag we've got here. This is the starting step. So no matter what you have in the flow, this is exactly where it will start. So we'll come down here, we'll scroll down a bit, and we'll put the starting step here. So once you've got this message here, you can say, hey there, click the button below to get started. Okay, and then from there, you'll just add the button in. You can say get started, and then you can send them a message, open up a website, call a number straight away. I've seen a few people do that. We don't like to do that too much though, because we want to provide content and value first. Perform actions, start other flows. There's a load of different things you can do, but we'll get into those at a later date. Now, for those of you who are going to win the course, you're going to be literally going through this in depth. It's going to be awesome. You're going to learn everything. You'll be an expert literally in a couple of weeks. All right, so that's a bit of an overview on, the ManyChat side of things, how to build the flows. So just drop me a message in there, guys. Just let me know you enjoyed that learning style right there. If, too fast, if you got the gist, you understood where we're coming from, let me know in the comments, and then we can go from there. So we'll just quickly come back into our notes. Okay, so right there we've gone over what we can do with the messenger bots through ManyChat, some of the flows you can build. Now we're going to go into something a bit different. So when we're thinking about what businesses we can work with, one of the main ones that we've got Seth in here, he's really, really great with e-commerce. That's his thing. He's become a master at that. What you can do with these is you can use the software we're about to show you to help with abandonment shopping carts, and to also, in the past, email was the only solution with abandonment carts. We have a new one. And now you can really easily recover abandonment carts with something called Rocket Message. Now, Rocket Message is a software that you can plug into your Shopify stores, and you can, approach Shopify stores using Facebook ads and things like that. You can approach them to use Rocket Message in order to gain them more monthly revenue. Now, if you imagine you've got some big Shopify stores, they're going to be killing for this. You've already seen how it can benefit businesses. Now we're showing you how it can benefit e-commerce. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to come back to the internet, and we're going to type in Rocket Message. So when we come to rocketmessage.io, and make a note of that as well, guys. So you remember I mentioned about the 99.5%. Make sure you make a note of rocketmessage.io. It's very important. All right, so when you type in rocketmessage.io, you're going to come to this screen. And what's going to happen from here is normally you will either get yourself or get your business to paste in the Shopify URL. But for now, we're of course going to log in because we already have a test store on here. So inside of here, we have a test store called FigureFab. We're going to log into there. And as you can see here, it brings you to this amazing dashboard. So we've got this beautiful dashboard here, and we've got a few different things. We're going to focus on the Messenger side of things because that's what obviously this is all about. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come to this Messenger tab on the left-hand side. So you're on the dashboard, you scroll across to the Messenger tab on the left-hand side. And as you can see, we've got abandonment carts, welcome campaigns, receipts, follow-up campaigns, different tabs campaigns. You've got loads of different things you can do inside of Rocket Message. It's really, really awesome software. All right, so we're going to have a look at abandoned carts. So considering we're talking about the revolution, the revolution of email to Messenger, things like that, the same thing applies here. Now, obviously, email is still very much a part of marketing, but it is absolutely nowhere near what Facebook Messenger is. With Messenger, obviously, we're seeing open rates of between 90%, whereas email might be as little as 20%. We're seeing click-through rates of between 26 and 35%. And, email is around sometimes 1 to 2%. So as I go through here, love me a good you. Yeah, exactly, Paul. You see, when it's easy to navigate, it's amazing. Do you own Rocket Message? Are you an affiliate? Because no, I'm not. But of course, as I'm a part of Camozy, Rocket Message, Seth is also a part of Camozy himself. So this is our test store. So of course, we've got a pretty much an unlimited trial if we choose to. So we test through here and we have a look at different processes. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got reminders. Now, reminders are, of course, when somebody comes to the checkout, and then what happens is when they abandon their cart and then as you can see, you can do things like offer them discounts. So on the right-hand side of my screen here, I hope you guys can still see this, you can offer them discounts. And when you're doing that, what you're doing is, so they obviously showed interest in the beginning, but now you're incentivizing them to purchase now using this percentage. So, which is obviously crazy. And you've got a few different things you can do. You can send abandonment reminders, so you can do it 5 hours later. You can do it minutes later. It's entirely up to you. You can limit the sending time, which is an amazing feature of Rocket Message. What it allows you to do is keep it within a certain time period. So you don't want to be sending it at 1 in the morning when everybody's asleep. That would be awful. You're going to really annoy quite a few people. So this allows you to make sure you don't do that. Of course, you can change the intro text. Hey, did you leave something behind? You can change the background if you want to put your product in there, saying we saved your cart. So you're sort of giving a little bit of a personal vibe there, saying that you can, there you go, Ben. So Seth has cleared that up there. And then, of course, you can have the subtitle below, come back and complete your purchase today. And of course, you can add in your promo code. If you are with Shopify, you'll understand what that is. And then what you can do as well, so then you can save that, come away from there. You can come into the welcome campaigns. And now inside of a welcome campaign, what it allows you to do is when when somebody approaches your business and things like that, it'll pop up and it'll say like, welcome to FigureFab. As a new Messenger subscriber, you have 15% off your first purchase. So it shows them that, you value what their initial reactions with you, their initial interactions with you. And it allows you to, provide them with this so that they can really get started, which is great. So as you can see here, there are a load of different things you can use Rocket Message for. And when it comes to approaching, e-commerce stores and things like that, this kind of thing is going to revolutionize their business. It could be the difference between them making, 5% profit a month to making 20 to 25, 30% profit extra a month. And that's by recovering revenue like this, which is awesome. So that's a little bit on Rocket Message. So guys, as you can say, it isn't an affiliate, but it's, it is something that we use to help businesses, and you guys can use it now as well, which is great. So we're going to come back into the notes here, and we're going to move on to a really important bit right now. So finally, we're going to look at how you can acquire these Facebook Messenger clients. So you're probably thinking, there's loads of, well, you're going to be acquiring them with Facebook ads and with Facebook Messenger as well, and campaigns. So, of course, how to use Facebook Messenger to acquire new clients and how to increase revenue using bots. Now, there are 6 easy-to-follow steps that we go through to acquiring your first client. And what they are is, a Facebook ad, our Facebook bot using ManyChat, engaging with your subscribers and possible clients, surveying them, scheduling a call, and finally getting on the call. So 6 steps, nice and easy. Number 1, the Facebook ad. Now, because I can see the time in the minute, I'm not going to go through the Facebook manager section, but of course, you know, if you guys, hopefully some of you guys know that, we might do a video on that again later. But with Facebook ads, what it allows you to do is it allows you to put an advert similar to what we did with this giveaway in front of your, the audience you want to get in front of, and bring them into your business. So you spark a bit of interest, you spark a bit of curiosity, you bring people in, and it allows you to then engage with them and take them through your brand's journey, your business's journey. So you use Facebook ads to bring these clients in so that we can use a Facebook Messenger bot to engage with them and show them what we're all about. So we can provide them with content, we can provide them with value to eventually then schedule a call with them. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you number 3, which is engagement. Now, I'm aware I went through that bit a little bit quickly. So obviously we've got our Facebook ad, we've got our Facebook bot. Now is the important bit, which is the engagement. So once they've come through the Facebook ad and they're inside the bot, this is where we look at the engagement. Now I'm going to play this video for you guys. So what you've got here. Now what this is so as you can see, this is Camozy, and this is the flow that we use to gain clients. So what we've got here is, welcome to the Camozy bot. We want to help you grow your business today. Are you ready to get started? Yes. Do you want to know how to grow your business using Messenger marketing? Sure, show me. And then in the next message, what we do is we ask them different questions or different sort of parameters that they want to grow, their problems. So they want better open rates for this example. Okay, do you want to know how to get better open rates with Facebook Messenger? First, let me ask you a question. What are your current open rates with email marketing? So you see, when we're talking about surveying, we're talking about making sure that the potential client is not only worthy, but qualifies for the services. And then as we go through, we give them information saying you can get between 80 and 100% open rates. We say that you get 4 to 10 times the click-through rates. And then we ask them the question, what would that do for your business? And then we say, do you want to know something even better? None of your competitors are using Facebook Messenger. So as you can see, we've provided them with content, we've given them these statistics, we've given them these facts, and then we've gone on to say, none of your competitors are using them. So we're building in them up. We're showing them, and they're like, okay, so this is something I can really get behind. And then again, we're providing them more content. We're showing them how other brands are using this. So you can see, we pride ourselves when we're working with businesses, we're working with clients, and we're working on, getting people into the brand. We work on providing value first, which is important. Write that down, guys. Providing value first. So at the end of this flow, what we've done is we've said to them, okay, that's great. Now would you like to schedule an appointment? So we've gone through all the value. We've shown them how this is going to benefit them. We've shown them how this is going to help them with their business. Now we've said to them, let's get on a call together. And that's the beauty of it. So it's literally as easy as that. Once you use these flows, it allows you to get people to come in, you provide them with content, provide them with value, and then you're like, boom, let's have a call and let's see how we can actually benefit each other. And now, when we come through here, that flow we just watched obviously has number 4 in there, surveying. So you see, if this isn't interesting, and another point I want to make to you guys is, when we would do these flows as well, we would also include in there, things like, what would your advertising budget be, or what would your marketing budget be, so we can get an idea as to whether they will be right for your services. So you want to know that the people that potential clients you're going to be getting on are going to be able to afford your services as well. That's important you guys understand that. We survey them, we take them through these flows, we ask them the questions, and we get to the end point, which is going to be scheduling the call. And then there we go. Finally, number 5, scheduling the call. Now, when we schedule the call, we say, we just literally take them through that flow that we showed you, and we put it to the end, and we send it in there, and then we get on the call with them. Now, once we've got on the call with them, once we've scheduled it, what we do is we take them into Calendly. And inside of Calendly, they have the option to choose what day they want to have the call and when they want to have it. So you're helping to give your potential clients the flexibility to call on their terms. And then, of course, what we do is we get on number 6, we get on the call with them, and we close the call. So we do an introduction, have a little bit of chit chat, get to know them, try and find some common ground. And then it's important that you discover their goals and their needs, or i.e., again, their problems. When doing this, what it allows you to do is it allows you to get an idea of how you can help them. Because again, think about it. If there's no way you can help them, let's say they don't need better open rates, they don't need more revenue, they don't need any more business, there's no point in them working with you on their services, because you might get them more customers, you might get them more revenue, but it's going to swamp them. They're going to get flooded. And then what's going to happen is, it's going to have a negative effect. So that's why we do this. We discover the needs, discover the goals, and we assert our authority. So for instance, I would say, exactly what I've shown you guys today. I would show them my success rate. I would show them how I've been able to revolutionize people's businesses. But what you guys can do is you can literally say to them that you're a part of a Facebook group. You've been learning messenger bots from people who are experts, who do this on a daily basis, and you know exactly what you're talking about. And then you make the offer. And when you're making the offer, you make sure that you're confident when you're doing it, and then you close them. And that's literally as simple as that. So we've just gone over the 6 easy to follow steps to acquiring your first client. Now, I want to welcome you to what this live is about, and that's the Messenger Bots Accelerator Program. You guys are obviously interested in this. We've just literally launched this. We're getting it out. We want to be helping more and more people to have success in this space like we have had. And that's why we've built this course. And the lucky winners today are going to become the beta members, where they're going to be able to come in and really find out what it is and how to do it. Now, what is the Messenger Bots Accelerator? It is a 6-week shortcut to agency success. It has recorded videos and files on absolutely everything to do with messenger bots. It includes templates and strategies on the market for delivering and receiving client and personal success. You can log in instantly no matter where you are in the world, from a desktop, laptop, and even a mobile. It's designed to make this the easiest transition from financial freedom possible, but it will take hard work, but you've got all the tools and information you could possibly need. So again, it's a 6-week training program. It helps you to find your first Messenger Bots client, and it gives you the best strategies and methods for growing your clients' businesses and your own business. And this is why it's different. This is the best training program on the market, simply due to its vast amount of content that gets added to it every single time something new comes in the Facebook Messenger Bot space. So we've got a separate private group that we have people come in once they're a student. And what we do is every time we put a new video in there or something new comes out, ManyChat's updating, the Messenger Bot space is so fresh, it's always updating. We post in there, we do the video, we show you it, and we make sure that all you guys are up to date and you know exactly what you're doing and where you're going. I've done all the painful all-nighters, trust me, in order to figure out these formulas so that you're not going to have to do it. I've built the bots that deliver you the exact results you'll be looking for. All you have to do is click and add the bot to your ManyChat account, and you can launch right away and get those high-paying clients. So, in this program, you'll find 4 differentiating factors. It's a step-by-step proven system that allows you to get started today and follow a tried and tested program to lead you to success. You get access to the best strategies and techniques that the market currently has to offer for messenger bots acquisition. You are inside a community that has been built up to help each other every single step of the way. As you can see today, guys, we're inside this community. We all are helping each other. We're all providing the content and engaging, which is fantastic to see. And the more like-minded people that join, the higher the success rate is going to be. And finally, of course, you're getting the best mentorship on the market. I've not seen anybody close to having the kind of information and the kind of strategies that we've got inside of this course, let alone what we post in the group as well. So you guys are in good hands. And you're going to learn from a mentor that has built these bots from scratch, time and time again, and every single day. And again, just to give you a kind of a visualization of that, you're getting the training program, the 6-week one, the exclusive templates, you've got the community, and you've got the mentorship. And let's just have a look here. Have a look at some of the comments, guys. And this is exactly it. So like I say, that's a great point, Paul. You've got to value time. And you are. You are indeed. It's the truth. You know, I was surrounded by people who were in a factory. They're all miserable. It made me miserable. And now that, you know, I'm surrounding myself with people who are on the same path, life is totally different. And that's why it's great you guys are in the group. Now let's move on. Next bit we're going to go through is we're going to talk about the step-by-step process. Now I'm going to go through these slides because I want to get to this one. So it's a 6-week process. And inside of that, we go over the fundamentals, you know, everything you could possibly need to know on ManyChat, how to build the bots, everything, you know, all the different terminology, the dashboard, you know, the growth tools that we mentioned that I didn't go through, but, you know, we'll go through that tomorrow, no doubt, and everything you're going to need to know when it comes to doing this. Week number 2, you get building the perfect bot. So this helps you to create your flows creatively. It helps you to use the processes effectively. It helps you to take, you know, your business and you build these flows to the point where you can get loads of different results from them, loads of different ideas that you want to do to help them with processes. We go through in week number 3 engagement strategies. When we go through engagement strategies, we talk about how to get people to engage. You know, like for instance, the ad that we did, you know, when we did and we said that we're going to give away a few copies, that's a really good way of getting people to come in because you bring people into your brand and your business and you then provide value, which is what we're doing today. And number 4, we go over Facebook ads and e-commerce mastery. So we've gone over a little bit over Rocket Message and we're going to go over in depth how you can build all of the ads, the copy, everything you're going to need to build amazing ads to get people to come into your business on autopilot and get them scheduling calls. Week number 5, we go over client acquisition mastery. Now, I noticed a few people like Felix in the group. He was saying about, you know, getting people with client acquisition. This week is going to be awesome. You know, when I've put a lot of time and effort into building this week, we're going to be launching it very, very soon. We've got week 1, 2, and 3 for the beta testers. And once we launch this week, you're going to know exactly why it's such a valuable week to have. And then again, in week number 6, we go over advanced messenger bots. So with that, we go over in there how you can use them for a multitude of different processes. We go over how to use them in loads and loads of different ways, more than you could imagine. And we're going to have bot templates in there as well. So again, week number 1. Now, I've gone over those in a little bit of detail, so I will go through these a bit quicker, you know, for the sake of getting to the giveaway, which I'm sure you guys are super excited for. Again, week number 1, we go over fundamentals like the dashboard, flows, all the terminology, how to organize folders, you know, all that kind of thing that you're really going to need to know. Week number 2, you know, determining the theme and the purpose of your chatbot. So why are you building it? What are you building it for? Who are you building it for? And what do you want to achieve with what result do you want to have from building that chatbot? We go over different ways that the chatbots interact with your customers. So we find in the radio is quite annoying. Can you hear a buzz, guys? I think I might know what that is. Apologies. I'll try to turn that off just now. Oh, wrong one. Okay, there we go. Or is it the music? I don't know which one. All right, guys. So, and then in week number 3, we go over engagement strategies. All good now, all right? Sorry, I didn't realize you guys would be able to hear that buzz. Okay. All right, so again, week number 3, we go over engagement strategies. So when's the right time to broadcast? How to broadcast effectively without spamming and annoying your subscribers? You know, we go over the importance of the terms and service, 24+1 rule, and being relevant with Facebook Messenger. So there are a few things you have to focus on and really work with in order to, you know, make sure you're not breaching anything with Messenger. We make sure you're all safe with that, so don't worry. We go over Facebook Messenger for engagement, how to get the most out of your audience and subscribers, how to provide that value, and how to work with it with influencers, and how to get the best quality engagement and keep your subscribers happy. Again, week number 4, we go over Facebook ads and e-commerce, everything you could possibly want to know. You know, scaling and working ads effectively, lookalike audiences, eye-catching ads that convert. We go over, you know, anything that is in there. Seth will take you through that, and he will help you with all of that and show you all of those lessons. Week number 5, a very, very special week, client acquisition mastery. So in here, we go over how to get the high-paying clients, how to bring them into your business, how to sell them, how to, you know, handle the objections, how to handle pitching and closing these clients, and how to really do it at a level where you pretty much just on clockwork like this all the time. And we help you to build that confidence so that when you go out to these businesses, that you can really do it effectively and help them as best as possible. And again, what to do in all aspects of messaging marketing to keep your clients happy and growing. So, if you want to know ideas of services you can provide, all these different kind of things, we go over that and we show you everything that you can do to sell those clients and to get them buying your services. Finally, week number 6, advanced messenger bots, different flows, sequences, how to use A/B split testing, how to do, actions and all that kind of things, and how to really go in depth and make the most out of messenger bots and how you can do them. We do that in week number 6. So, of course, you'll learn the business strategies that are taking me from a 9-to-5 position to somebody who can make their own decisions, and I'm not tied down by building anyone else's dream. And that for me was a real solid factor. When I looked in the mirror and I thought to myself that, I'm not actually building anything for my future, I'm building it for other people's, that was a really big factor in the decision that it made for me to quit my job and pursue this. And, it should be for you guys as well. Really, really should be. Again, hey, Ben. So I did notice your questions there, my friend. I will get back to that at the end. So make sure you write that down and I'll answer that question at the end for you. Okay, buddy. But there's even more. We've created the perfect community. And now this community is because a lot of people struggle with procrastination and accountability. So, when it comes to doing the work and it comes to really knuckling down and doing what it takes, some people struggle with that. And that's why we've built not only the group, but the private group that we've got as well. Inside of that private group, we're going to be, holding you accountable. We're going to be showing you and helping you to get through this process. And that's the most important thing. You make your life much harder when you try to accomplish this stuff, when you're surrounding yourself with the wrong people. We just had Paul mention it a moment ago. We literally just had him since there. It's absolutely right. When you don't surround yourself with the right people, life becomes difficult. Myself and many entrepreneurs have experienced this time and time again, and that's why we don't want you to experience it. That's why we built these groups. So you need to surround yourself with like-minded people in order to achieve your goals and aspects. And our customer support is very important to us. So when you join the accelerator, whoever's going to win today, our support that we give you is, of course, going to be very, very good. Now, the Messenger Bots Accelerator. What's the value of it? I'm sure you guys have seen the value of it. We're going to do that today because it's important you guys know this. The fundamentals, $500 value. Getting you started, everything like that. Clients pay us that, a minimum, to get them started and things like that. So if it's really the basics they need, that's the minimum we'll charge to do that and show them. Building the perfect bot, again, 500, showing them how to use them, the best practices, the best strategies, why to use them. It's super important. Launch strategies, $1,000. Now, the reason why this is $1,000 is because when it is, getting people into your brand, that's a really important thing. And not many people know how to do this at an effective level. And that's why we would put that value to that week 100%. Facebook Ads and E-commerce Mastery, $2,000. Why? Exactly because it is the best way to get people into your business without having to do email, cold calling, any of that stuff. You can use the tools that you're going to help them to build their businesses, to build your own and to get people into your business. Week number 5, client acquisition mastery. This should probably be $10,000, $20,000 value perhaps, but for the sake of this, we've done $1,000 because the ability to bring clients into your business and close them is enormous. Not only to provide them the service, but actually close the clients is difficult in the beginning. But with this week, you'll be able to do it so easily that you will be able to turn around and say that this is easily worth more than $1,000. And finally, advanced messenger bots. So when it comes to doing all of the little tricky things with different softwares like Zapier and stuff like that, we show you how to do that. That's how you do it in week number 6 with the advanced messenger bots week. $1,000 value, hands down, easy. And finally, our client acquisition bot template. So 3 of the lucky winners today are going to receive that. And trust me, that's priceless. It's helped us absolutely loads in order to bring people into our business. So total value of that, $6,000. I'm sure you guys can appreciate the value of that. You can understand where we're coming from when we put those price points on there. It totally makes sense, when it comes to what we've got. So if this allowed you to find one client, which paid you $50,000 over the next year, would it be worth it? Would it be worth to get into this kind of space? Of course it would. And we say $50,000 because if you can get to the point where you maybe straight away you get a $5,000 client, who knows? There's no reason why you couldn't ask for that up front. If you're confident in what you can provide the business owners and what you can provide your clients, you can charge what you deem is necessary. Because this is such a new space, that's why we can charge €10,000, $10,000, whatever. That's why we can charge these amounts, is because businesses know that when we say to them about the, Blockbusters, Netflix, the taxis, the Uber, and things like that, they understand where we're coming from, and they don't want to be in the position that Blockbuster was in. So, of course, in there, inside of the private group, we also do bi-weekly Q&A calls. So every single month we do 2 Q&As similar to what we're going to do today over the hours period, and we literally answer any questions people have. If they're struggling really hard and they want to answer these questions over there, they can answer through there, and we really help our students as much as possible. Now, I love this, and I hope you guys are going to love this as well. An important thing to make note of: whenever anything new comes into the internet marketing space, business space, anything like that, you want to be in the top 2.5% of people that start straight away. Now, we are in the innovator stage. We really are. We're perhaps over the next few months, over the next few years, we're going to go over into the early adopter stage. But right now, we're in the innovation stage where, ManyChat, Facebook Messenger is really growing into what it's going to become in the next few years. You guys have an opportunity right now to be in the 2.5%. Not the 13, not the 34, not the laggards at the end. Don't actually know what that language is. I did get this from a website, but you have an opportunity to be an innovator. And that's really important. It's really important you understand that, because if you wait, until the early adopter stage, if you wait to the early majority stage, you then are faced with more competition, but you're also faced with the idea that people are going to know that, a lot of people are then going to be providing this service. We are right in the innovation stage. That's why it's awesome that you're right here, right now. All right, guys, here we go. We've been going for roughly an hour and 15 minutes now, and we are at the live giveaway stage. So now you can all finally be buzzing, because we're going to be giving away the first three copies of the MessengerBots Accelerator program. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do this we're going to do this in a fun way. And I hope you guys made note when I told you about 2 things I wanted you to remember. So I'm going to come over to the Facebook Live. So I'm just going to flip my attention over to my screen over here. And what I want you guys to do is we're going to do this in a certain way. So I'm going to cover my screen. Okay. I'm going to cover my screen, and I'm going to ask you guys 3 questions. And each question is going to be associated with the giveaway. And what I'm going to do is, so that I make it fair, I'm going to look away. You can easily see that I'm going to look away. And when I remove my hand, I'm going to do my process as hard as I can, look for the first name and the first answer that comes to my mind. So I'm just going to cover the screen. Tell you what I'll do. I'll just grab a bit of paper. I'm going to cover my screen right here. Now, the first question that I want to ask you guys, this is the first giveaway. So guys, get ready. Get yourselves ready for this giveaway right now. This is the first one I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to literally spend about 30 seconds. What percentage of businesses don't currently have a Facebook Messenger bot? So that's what percent of businesses don't currently have a Facebook Messenger bot. There's no limit on how many comments you can make. There's no limit on how much you can spam. Just spam as much as you like. Get it in there. First person I see, first name, first answer is going to win the first copy. All right, so I'm going to wait 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, the first person I saw was Michael Rath. Let me just see there. Sorry, apologies. First person was Michael Rathib. Sorry, my friend. I hope I pronounced that right. So congratulations, Michael. You've won the first copy. 99.5%. It's look at that. Look at all the 99.5%. That's great, guys. You guys are really concentrating. That's awesome. So congratulations, Michael. I'm just going to write your name down just here. Michael. Fantastic. All right, guys. So everyone congratulate Michael. That's brilliant. And now I'm just going to come down to the bottom, and we're going to do the next one. All right. So I'm going to cover up the screen again. Okay, guys, if you're ready. Question number 2. What was the software that I used to show you how to benefit e-commerce stores? So what was the software that I showed you that you can use to benefit e-commerce stores? So again, we'll do a 10-second countdown. Guys, spam in there. Do what you have to do. Get it in there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brian Zhang. Okay, first name that I laid eyes on was Brian Zhang. So congratulations, my friend. You are our second winner of the second copy of the Messenger Bots Accelerator. Brilliant. Okay. Let's have a look up here. Oh, actually, do you know what, guys? Right, okay. Do you know what, guys? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give away 4 copies today. So I just realized was because my Facebook didn't refresh properly, it was the 99.5%, and that's totally my fault. So there you go. There's actually another option. So we're going to have 2 more. We're going to give away 2 more. That's totally my fault. So don't worry, guys. Congratulations, Brian. I did see your name first, but I actually saw 99.5%. So today we're going to be giving away 4 copies. And the first 2 are already gone. So what I'm going to do this time, now this one's going to be a little bit more fun, this question. We are going to do a little experiment. So I'm going to write down a number between 1 and 50, okay? Between 1 and 50. And I want you guys to spam it in the chat. I want you to spam as many, numbers as you can between 1 and 50. And I want you to try and guess which number it is. So I'm just going to write it down now before we start. I'm going to say, okay, so I've written this down. I'm going to fold this up and put it over to the side so you know that nothing's happening. My hands are up here. All right, guys. So in 5 seconds, I want you to spam as many numbers as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, go. Spam those numbers. There we go. Okay. Nope, it's not 8. I'm not seeing it right now. So guys, don't forget between 1 and 50. Okay, guys, between 1 and 50. Can't see it at the minute. Somebody was very close, but they actually was the one number they missed. I know, I can't see anyone else. Is anyone else putting those numbers in there? There we go. See Jeremy in here. Nope, that's wrong. Still waiting for it now. That's it, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Nope, still haven't seen it yet. Felix is going to be wondering why. Keep it going, guys. Still waiting for that number. Still haven't seen it. Can only see Felix in here, but he's getting close. Anyone want to put the number in? Anyone's close? Nearly. That's it, guys. Come on. Think about what numbers have already come up. Still haven't seen it. See 4 to 6s, see 14s, 15s. There we go. Okay, finally got it. All right, guys, there we go. It was, if you can see right there. Sorry, the light's there. There we go. It was 17. All right, Felix, congratulations, my friend. You finally got there. Maybe I didn't see the 17 in the beginning. I think you went from 18 upwards. So, all right, that's awesome. Felix, I'm just going to write your name down. Awesome. All right, congratulations, Felix. All right, guys. So because of the first one. We're going to be giving away another copy tonight. And what we're going to do for this copy, let's have a think. So we'll do something a little bit different. So okay, for the final copy, we are going to do, I'm just going to have a quick look through. Okay. Right, so again, I'm going to cover the screen, and I want you guys to let me know. Maybe this one, take a photo of the screen, the top comment, let everyone know everything. Okay, I'm sure I'll be able to, I'm not too sure why you, apologies there, guys. I think it was a lag on my end. I can take a screenshot for the comments. It only seemed to be one person coming through. Apologies. But listen, okay, look, there's one more. I'm giving away one more copy right now, so you guys still have a chance, don't worry. And don't forget, we've got 2 more days of potential giveaways. So if that was an issue with our lag right there, I apologize for that, but nothing I could do about that. All right, so I'm going to cover the screen, and I want you guys to let me know how many steps does it take in order for you to get a Facebook Messenger client. So how many steps does it take for you to acquire a Facebook Messenger bots client? Okay, so 10 seconds. Again, there's no limit how you can spam. Hopefully it's gonna come up fine for us. So we're gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Paul Masalaskas. I hope I pronounced that right, my friend. Apologies. First person I saw there was Paul. So, all right, congratulations, my friend. You won the final copy of the Messenger Bots Accelerator. All right, guys, so that's it for today's webinar. I hope at least, congratulations to the people who won and apologies to those who didn't. But don't forget, there's still an opportunity for you to win tomorrow. And once you've won tomorrow, you can still, there's 3 copies tomorrow and another 4 on Thursday. So we will still be going through some of the content, and we're going to be giving them some different content tomorrow. So even if you have already watched tonight, you will still be able to watch tomorrow. So listen, thank you all for your time today. I really appreciate it. I hope that you are able to really take part in Messenger Bots and get used to this platform so that you can take this to the next level. So awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in tomorrow's live.